Hi, my name is Jemima Ndebele and you are watching Flex, where we believe that health is wealth. As you know, NTV will be turning 1 on the 8th of February, and to celebrate our first birthday, we will be doing a giveaway. Yes, this includes prizes such as a $3,000 voucher from the Fashini Group, DSTV Explorer, and many more up for grabs. Shout out to our sponsors, the Fashini Group, DSTV Namibia, and GoTV Namibia as well. Now, to get right into why we're here, let's get right into the warm-up.
Active Kids is an initiative under the MyZone brand that aims to provide exciting and easy activities and fun stories. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact zone@synergy.com.na. Active Kids, where we actively invest in your future.
Today we will be focusing on our core, and that is our abs, as we would like to be ready for the bikini season that has arrived. Well, to get into our warm-up, we'll be doing a full body warm-up, and then in the main circuit, we'll be focusing on our abs as mentioned. To get started, we'll be doing some twist and just some classic warm-up exercises to just get our joints ready for today's exercise. The first exercise will then be just stretching our shoulder blades as well as our back and our core. So we'll be doing some twists first. So starting for 30 seconds, let's get right into it. All right, so you're going to twist, going to do double-sided twists. And you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart so that you get a proper balance while you're doing your twists. And then after that, we'll stretch our arms because they'll be supporting us a lot during today's exercise. 2 and 1. Now we're going to stretch our arms and we're going to hold and pump for 30 seconds. All right, let's go. So you just hold and you pump it. I don't know if you can see from the back, this is what I'm doing. So you hold and you pump, because that way you get a proper stretch of your arms and your triceps. All right, 10 seconds to go. You can stand still while you're doing this movement, or you can move around. Now, for another 30 seconds, we're going to do our left arm. Stretch it all the way back to touch your right shoulder blade, and you just pump it and hold. Pump it, and you pump it by just tugging your elbow to the back with your right hand, and that is how you pump. And you can move from side to side, preparing our hips for the next warm-up exercise, which will then be hip circles. Okay, now we get right into our hip circles. So you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and then you get right into your hip circles, and we're going to do it for 30 seconds, alternating at the 15th second, starting now. Let's go. So now we go clockwise, and you really want to get in there so you get the full effect of the stretch. If you want to warm up your core properly, you can also tighten it. And now we go anti-clockwise, nice and easy. Alrighty, there we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to also then do our legs. As I said, this will be a full body warm-up, right? So now we're just going to do some crisscross knee highs, and then we'll head right into our main circuit. So for 30 seconds, we're going to do it with the left leg, and our right elbow. So this is the movement, and this will then warm up your core, which is what we'll be focusing on today. So let's go for 30 seconds. A alternating knee high, starting with the left leg. Right. So you want to make sure that your foot is balanced, and you stretch it out, and you go as deep as you can. They don't necessarily have to touch, but tighten your core as you do this exercise, as it will prepare you for the main circuit. Also, I encourage you to wear flat shoes when you do this exercise, because if your heel is elevated, it messes with your balance a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go right into the right leg. So let's go for 30 seconds. Here you go. All right. "15 seconds to go." And you can start by also setting your intention for the day during your workout. Your warm-up already, so that it prepares you for the main circuit. Okay, now with our blood all warmed up for the main circuit, let's head right into the main circuit.
Ohole So Nice is an entertainment show brought to you by the youth for the youth. This is a dating show that allows individuals to participate and be their own true selves. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact Zone at synergy.com.na.
Well, for this main circuit, as mentioned in the first segment, we will be focusing on our core. That's right. We will be flexing our abs today. That's why we have our trusty pink yoga mat that will then help us through today's main circuit. We'll be starting with also flexing our mental, and that is by being intentional and setting your intention for the day. That is so important, and I'd like to emphasize on that, because that really makes you feel good and prepared, and it also builds endurance and resilience throughout this circuit. At least that is what gets me going, or keeps me going rather. So we will be starting with some crunches. That's right. So you would like to have your feet either shoulder width apart, or you can have them as wide as your mat. I prefer just an in-between of the two, because then it's just the perfect balance for me. But whatever you're comfortable with. And you could have a pillow behind you for support if you are starting off, because fitness is a journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So let's get right into it. We're going to do crunches for 1 minute, and then we head right into our next exercise, because we're really focusing on our core. Now, I'd like to remind you to tighten your core as you do this exercise, because it will really help in building muscle memory in order for you to see the results of this exercise. So for demonstrative purposes, this is what we're going to do. So you're going to reach with your hands. You can either clasp them, or you can just put your palms together. So it's just reaching and reaching. And that is what we're going to do for 1 minute. So let's go. There we go. And my intention for the day is I am resilient. because that is what my shortcomings in life have taught me, that I am actually resilient. Okay, for another 30 seconds, let's go. And remember to tighten that core and do it at your own pace so that you actually get the full effect of the workout. Remember, your shoulder blades should not touch the mat. Otherwise, this exercise will be futile. I'm feeling this one. Okay, right. Our next exercise will be heel touches as we lay down. So for this one, your feet are together and we're going to bring them as close as you want to, forming a triangle. You see this little triangle there, and you just move from side to side, side to side, side to side. And that is what we're going to do, but you're going to lay flat on the ground. All right? So you move from side to side to side to side for 30 seconds. And if we're feeling like, okay, let's make it a minute, because we want to really get there. And this is then gonna work on our love handles. So say bye-bye to those love handles now. Let's get into it. Making sure to breathe as you do the exercise. Okay? So that is how you do it. For 30 seconds, let's go. So, like that, like that, like that. Okay, my hair is really getting in the middle of all of this. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And your core should be tight. Right? Let me just fix my hair while I'm at it. Can't believe I didn't bring my bobble, guys. We keep it real on Flex. We keep it real. Okay, let's go. Another 30 seconds. Core tight. 1. And for those of you that, if you don't know what it means to tighten your core, it's not squeezing in your belly. It's really just making it sort of hard, you know? Okay, repetition is key. So it means you have to do this exercise more than once in order to get the full effect of it. So I am only doing 1 set, but then it is up to you to do more than 1, preferably 3, if you'd really like to get the full effect of it. It will be more exhausting, yes, but ultimately this is your fitness journey, and it is important that you give yourself grace while you're at it. Okay, enough of the motivational speaking. Let's get right into it now. We're going to do just some ab twist, some Russian ab twist. So let's get into it for 30 seconds. Okay. This you can also feel in your quads. There we go. Right, so now we're going to do my personal favorite, which is a glute bridge. That not only works on your quads, but also your core. So for 30 seconds, we are going to hold this glute bridge, and we're going to do some breathing, intentional breathing. while we're at it, okay? So for 30 seconds, let's go. Gonna hold it for 30 seconds and just breathe with me. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Making sure to tighten your core and squeeze those glutes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Now, doesn't that feel good? It feels so good, I'm going to do it again. So let's go, glute bridge, for another 30 seconds. While breathing, and we're holding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One deep breath. Hold and exhale. There we go. And now we are then just going to do some regular crunches like this for 30 seconds, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Woo. There we go. Now I felt that one. Great stuff. And for our last exercise to wrap up today's core circuit, we're just going to get one last hit at these love handles. Am I right, ladies? So let's go. So you're just going to do side to side, reaching as far as you can and making sure your core is tightened, making sure you're breathing, taking your time. Okay. So this is just fun without any work if your core isn't tight. Just saying. So this you can even do like while you're in the shop or you're just standing somewhere waiting, you know, and you just tighten your core and reach down. And it doesn't look weird, it just looks like you're scratching yourself. So that's how you can downplay it. Well, we've come to the end of today's amazing core circuit. Let's head right into the cool down.
Thank you so much to FNB for this opportunity. Thank you so much to FNB. What an experience. I never got to do shopping in 5 minutes, but look at all this.
Well, welcome to my favorite segment, which is, of course, the cool down segment. For the cool down segment, I love me some yoga. So that is what we're going to be doing today. And we're also going to be adding some classic stretches to it, but we're also going to be focusing on stretching not only our whole body, but especially our core and our backs that put in the work today in the core circuit. So we're going to start with one of my favorites, which is the deep stretch. So this position we're going to hold for 30 seconds, right? So make sure that your toes are touching and that your knees are apart and you're reaching as far down as you can. So this is the baby pose, okay? You're just going to hold the baby pose while taking deep breaths through the nose, exhaling through your mouth. Exhale, making sure to remember the intention that you set. Mine was, I am resilient, my affirmation. And my intention for today is I will see through all my tasks. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. From this, we easily transition into our upward facing dog, which is just a transitional pose for us to go into our plank. And we're going to hold this plank for 30 seconds. We're just going to move our bodies gently forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, up and out, 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 forward, up and out. All right, then we transition back to our upward facing dog. Deep breath in, exhale into your downward facing dog. And you stretch, stretch, stretch those hamstrings. And we move your right leg forward, forming a triangle. And you hold this position for 30 seconds. All right? We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. Inhaling. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now we're going to move back into our downward facing dog. Stretching, stretching. Making sure to do the same for our left leg. And we hold for 30 seconds. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember, do not clench or tighten any of your muscles because you want them to be relaxed. It can be easy as a way of your body resisting the stretch, but just hold and relax. There we go. And then we're going to stretch again from side to side because we did a lot of core and back work. So you're going to hold like this. So this is the position that you're going to start in, with your feet, the palms of your, what was the palms? But just your heels aligned and touching, right? And this is the position that we're going to just do a small stretch like this, and then you alternate till you hear that nice crack in your back. And that's how you know that we have come to the end of today's Flex episode. Remember, health is wealth. For me, Jemima Ndebele, it's goodbye.